You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Sniper in that puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Yo, you already know, man. It's your boy IBM Hoodlum tapping back in, man. We got some content for y'all today. But before we get to that content, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, if you are not following me on Instagram, slide over to Instagram and drop me a follow. It's IBM Hoodlum on Instagram as well. That's IBM H004LUM. Let's go, man. So let's get straight to it, man. It's been a wild last couple of days, man. And it seems like this guy Wack 100, he is scrambling for dear life, man. He's in a situation to where he just don't know what to do about IBM Hoodlum. And I have explained before, and I'm gonna keep saying it again, all the stuff you see him doing on the internet, going at Sharice, yelling, screaming, blaming her for certain things. Listen to what he's blaming her for. Sharice has not done any of that. The person that is doing that is me. Okay, now you guys got to understand something about this dude Wack. He does not want to give unnecessary clout, especially to somebody like me. Okay, he has tried to control the narrative in this whole situation by asking Adam 22 to not even say my name, which Adam 22 actually did slip up and say it. But part of that live, Adam 22 said it himself. You know, I don't want to get these dudes clout. That was a Wack play. Wack does not want to give IBM a voice. He is trying to sever any ties that we have with bigger connections that he has in his back pocket, such as academics, Adam 22. If you listen, he recently, you know, had a couple phone calls with those two, and he asked academics to not deal with Luce Cannon anymore. He doesn't want Luce Cannon to be able to speak the truth out in this situation. And, you know, people like academics, to me, are gullible to Wack. Same thing with Adam 22. Reese and Luce Cannon call in when he was live, and the first thing Adam 22 says is, "Hey, Wack told me not to speak to you anymore." Okay, so that is an act of desperation. Wack, why don't you want Luce Cannon to have a voice? I wonder why. So let's get straight into this situation. The last couple days, Wack and his team has desperately tried to shut me down. They have went to desperation acts. It has went from him using his girlfriend with Luce against me. That didn't work. He even flipped an IBM member, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one that's supposed to be doing the interview with GiGi, which is going to be a bad idea, because I got something in my back pocket for that. If he tries to get on there and slander anybody or me from IBM, I got something cooked up for him. That didn't work. Then, of course, as you guys know, he sent GiGi at me, by text messaging me, and actually saying threatening stuff to me to get me to react and call her. Well, that was debunked. That was shut down. Now, if you look up at what's going on now, he is trying the frame tactic. He's literally pinning things on me, and not only me, but Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon is at fault for all of this. He did it. You're the one doing this. You're the one doing that. And he's doing the same thing to me. You're the one said Cuban Rob took the watch. You're the one that put the no jumper video out. And now it's I threaten R&B and GiGi, which nobody has yet to provide the proof of any audio, screenshot, any type of receipt that IBM Hoodlum has threatened anybody, because it didn't happen. Okay. So let me explain to you guys. This guy Wack, and I've said it before, behind closed doors, he's a Karen. And the reason why I say that is because he literally got on live, went real big on Sharice Mills, all because Sharice Mills said he has not given us the diapers he promised. Now, mind you, the whole contributing thing came from academics. That was never said by Sharice Mills. Okay. That was said by academics. He flipped out. He started going crazy on her. Now, mind you, there was a phone call once upon a time with me and Wack 100 where he accused me of threatening R&B because somebody sent me his location. So he tried to say, hey, if you know where I'm at in Vegas, that's not my house. It's R&B house. You're threatening her. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is his tone with me, if I'm the one that's threatening his girl, was totally different than the tone he had for Sharice Mills, who only said that he has not given up the diapers that he promised. Okay. So when he spoke to me that day about supposedly threatening his girlfriend, he didn't talk to me like that. He didn't do the Pyru stuff. He didn't yell and scream. It didn't look like he was out of breath whenever he's going up on a what they call civilian. Okay. This guy's all whoop tickets. So I wanted to bring something to you guys' attention because this is what they have been doing in the last couple of days. And they're trying to cover their tracks while they're doing it. Now, if we rewind a couple days, there was a Clubhouse audio that had hit YouTube. And if I'm not mistaken, we actually listened to that audio on a couple of my lives ago. And it was audio of Wack 100's girlfriend basically pretty much saying, hey, I feel threatened. I fear for my life. I haven't slept in 15 days. Must be on meth if that's the case. You know, she's going to go down and she's going to do what she has to do. And mind you, like I said, I have not threatened anyone. So at that point, if you're going down and filing a police report on IBM Hoodlum, who's just a content creator that lives in Texas, that sits behind a mic, that's a false police report because I haven't threatened anybody. Okay. So, you know, at first I thought this was a scare tactic, but unfortunately it wasn't. Wack 100 is using his girlfriend to third party snitch. And this is real, you guys. Like, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a scare tactic. He even tried it with GiGi. Remember, after GiGi texted me, said what she said to me, and I called her and said, hey, since you said you got somebody that would link me in Houston, tell him to link. What does GiGi do? Oh, you said you're going to do this to me. You said you're going to do that to me. Remember, nobody ever heard me say anything I'm going to do to GiGi. They only heard GiGi say that I said I'm going to do this because she was talking over me. So that's the way to spin the narrative. He texted me right after that phone call, basically saying, aha, I got you. But what he don't realize is I never threatened GiGi. Okay. He heard GiGi say, oh, you said you're going to do this to me. They're all gullible and they're all dumb if you ask me. Okay. So R&B, after she makes that audio in Clubhouse, she actually goes out and files the false police report on me. Okay. And remember, this is Wack 100 doings. He's the one having his girlfriend go out and file these charges on me. Remember, this is another process in them trying to shut down IBM Hoodlum. Remember, he has said it himself on No Jumpers. Only really one guy from IBM. That's the issue. Only one guy really pushes content for IBM, and that's me. Okay, so I thought it was a joke. Reese Mills calls me the next day after we heard that audio on YouTube from Clubhouse and says, hey, she really did go file a police report on you. She sent it to me. So I'm like, really? Like, so they really filed a false police report. So let's get into that real quick, okay? And these are screenshots from the false police report. Let me show you, okay? Now, mind you, this woman sends Sharice a piece of the paperwork from the police report. Okay. It even has the event number. I know there's guys out there that's like tech savvy if you want to look it up, but this woman actually went out and filed a false police report on IBM Hoodlum. Now, mind you, like I said before, just because I was aware of the whereabouts of Wack 100 does not mean that I'm threatening you. Anybody can know where I'm at right now, and that does not mean you're threatening me, okay? But this furthermore proves that their new tactics is the police. Wack is very aware of this because he's the one that had her do it. Now, you know, Wack is using the whole, well, my wife is a civilian, she can do that. But this is his plot. This is his play. The same way he tried to get GiGi to do it to me, okay? This is part of his tactic to try to tear me down. But remember, it's not going to work. If you go to the police station right now, right, and as a woman, you say, hey, I'm coming to report my boyfriend because he beat me up. They're going to say, okay, well, let's take the report and can we see any proof of him beating you up? Do you have any scars, any marks, anything like that? 9 times out of 10, it's kind of like a domestic violence situation. If someone calls the cops because you're fighting, they come out, they don't see no scars, no marks, nobody's going to jail. You can say somebody hit you or whatever, but if they don't see no, evidence of that, they're not making an arrest. It's the same way. I can do the same thing and say, hey, well, I feel threatened because Wack 100 has my house on his Instagram. I can do the same thing, but there's no proof of Wack threatening me. Just because he put a house on Instagram does not mean he's threatening me. Okay. But she actually went to the extent of actually filing a police report on me. Okay. And like I said, this is what Wack told her to do. Okay, this is all part of Wack. The whole, I fear for my life. I have to look over my shoulder when I walk outside. I haven't slept in 15 days. Ma'am, I am way in Houston. There's no way you're looking over your shoulder when you walk outside. And if you are looking over your shoulder when you walk outside, it's because somebody out there does not like your boyfriend, because nobody likes Wack. Okay, so let's make that clear. Boom. Not only that, okay, let me show you something else, okay? Now, mind you, right?
Siggy Skier, full of protein. Right now at...
Right? Luce Cannon drops the audio responding to Wack 100. We all heard the audio, okay? Well, Luce Cannon said something in the sense of, don't make me release those, videos of Wack 100 girlfriend, okay? Now, mind you, if you guys don't know, I've said it in the previous live that, she has openly expressed that Wack 100 is going broke. She has openly expressed that he can't afford his mortgage on his house in California, so the house is going to go into foreclosure. These are things that this woman has said on the phone call with Cannon. And remember, that phone call, I was on the phone call. Cannon merged me in. She didn't know I was on the phone call. So mind you, when I spoke on, her calling and saying, hey, she got into it with Wack, she was basically exposing his business, blase, blase. So when I spoke on this, right, mind you, she wound up hitting up Sharice Mills and asked her, hey, did Luce Cannon ever record any of our phone calls? Now, mind you, this was about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago. And the reason why she said that is because she's scratching her head thinking like, well, that phone call is true. How did he know? He wasn't on the phone. But what she didn't know is I was on the phone. Okay. Remember, I always say it. Luce will always merge me in on calls. He would just tell me to mute my phone. So let's fast forward. Luce Cannon releases the response to Wack 100. He says something in the sense of, hey, don't make me release the videos of R&B. Now, mind you, the first thing R&B does when that video drops on YouTube, you can tell she was watching the premiere, because when it got to the part when Luce said that about don't make him release those videos, she immediately started to blow up Sharice's phone. And the first thing she says when Sharice answers the phone after the 5th call is, it's not true. Now, mind you, she does not understand that we have the stuff Cannon is talking about. I have it in my phone right now. Sharice has sent me 80% of what Luce Cannon said is there. Okay. So when you're on the phone saying it's not true, I'm looking at you like you're absolutely crazy because I'm looking at it. Okay. So that was a desperation act to see, okay, let me hurry up and try to cover my tracks. Let me call, let me, let her know it's not true. Now you guys got to understand this. Wack is more than likely unaware of these phone calls and these photos and these videos she was sending to Sharice and Luce Cannon. So while Wack is, on these lies, poking his chest out, disrespecting Sharice, they have something in their back pocket to say, okay, well, you don't even know your queen, your girlfriend was being very disloyal to you and exposing you, and not only you, but herself. Okay. So boom, the next day, another audio hits, and it's from Luce Cannon responding again to Wack. And in that audio, he said, hinted at that again. Hey, I'll put these videos out. Keep playing. Boom. What does R&B do? Scrambles for dear life because she knows it's true. I know it's true because I've seen it. Okay. So she ends up texting Charisse, okay? And before we get into this text message, right, I want to point these out right here because maybe a day ago, I listened to Clubhouse and Wack started to hint to the idea of the phone calls, the three-way calls or whatever the case may be. And he pretty much tried to say, Charisse is, doing those calls and it's going to be, held against Luce. And then he says something in the sense of, well, if you haven't got your phone privilege taken yet, then that means you must be a rat and you're working with them and they're letting you do it. What they're trying to do is cover their tracks. Wack 100 posted this morning. Now, mind you, let's read it. This call is being recorded. This is what he's saying. Maybe he needs to go to the ear doctor and she's just rubbing her hands while the trainer is caressing that big back of hers, saying, yeah, baby daddy, give them what they need to keep you in there. Law 15, crush your enemy totally. Law 37, he fell for the spectacles in form of Clubhouse stage and podcast microphone. Did he forget what he said about me back in 2021, 2022? Because I sure didn't. Bozo trainers over baby daddies. The virtue of patience will always conquer the eagerness of a imbecile. Okay. Now, mind you, you guys don't know, one of their tactics a week ago was to just make up lies. The photos you guys are seeing with Charisse, with the trainer, those were years before canon, okay? What happens with YouTube, because I realized a lot of people are gullible, those are new to them. So they look at it as, oh, she's with another man. That trainer was shit back when she did the chance of love, whatever the case may be, okay? This is a narrative they're trying to spin to make it seem like she's cheating on canon, okay? And it kind of gets back to the same situation with the text messages between Wack and Charisse that GiGi put on her live yesterday, that everybody's running around saying, oh, she's leaving loose cannon. We'll get to that though. Okay. So what I'm trying to say right now is their new thing is attacking the three-way call. So they're trying to say the call is being recorded. Maybe he needs to get an ear doctor. So they're basically saying they're harming themselves. Well, hey, guess what? They haven't said anything to him about it. They didn't bring it up in the first court hearing. Well, the second court hearing with the bail hearing. So why would you want to bring that to anybody's attention? So they're trying to say, hey, maybe Charisse Mills is doing it to purposely keep him in there. Well, let me show you guys something. This is how they cover their tracks. If he does get in trouble for those three-way calls, take a wild guess who called and told on him. Look what R&B text Charisse Mills, okay? If he wants to keep his phone privileges, he should keep my name out his mouth. I'm not playing. The fake don't bring R&B in it. It's not believable, but go off, okay? So this is part of their plot. R&B has already called and reported Cannon for the phone calls. And then they go back and he makes the post today to say, hey, they're going to get caught up because they're doing it to themselves. But behind closed doors, third party snitching. Wack has R&B already call up there and report him for phone calls. This is what these people do behind closed doors. Wack and his girlfriend are Karens. They call the police on people. Here's the proof right here. Okay. Not only that, after she writes that, she sends Charisse Mills this. Okay. Now I will bring up this whole thing she sent because I got the whole thing and what it says. This is her panicking for dear life. Mind you, rewind. Remember, how did Hoodlum know about the phone call with me saying Wack is going broke? Blase, can't afford his mortgage in California. Was he recording my phone calls? So, you know, Cannon said something in the last two videos on YouTube. I'll put those videos out. So now she's scrambling for dear life. So as she writes this, basically saying she's going to report him, which she already did, she sends this as well after. And what this is a state law regarding recorded phone calls, basically saying, hey, if he releases any of those recorded phone calls with me and him, I'm going to file charges on him. In Nevada, recording a phone call without the consent of all parties is illegal. Nevada law considers this a felony, punishable by imprisonment and fines. To be legal, Every participant on the call must be aware that it's being recorded and consent to it. Elaboration: Nevada's two-party consent law. Unlike federal law, which generally allows one-party consent, Nevada requires that all parties to a phone call consent to its recording. Consequences of illegal recording: violating Nevada's recording laws can result in felony charge, which can lead to jail time, 1 to 4 years, and fines up to $5,000. Okay. This is what this lady sends to Sharice Mills, basically saying, hey, I'm going to do this as well if those recorded phone calls, when she's on that phone expressing how she really feels about Wack, exposing her business and how she really feels about Luce Cannon. Okay. We've seen it all. We've heard it all. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm the type that will put that shit out there. But Sharice Mills still has a lot of respect for R&B. She told me, Hoodlum, I have a certain bond with her. I wouldn't do her like that. Okay. She begged me when she sent me some of it. Don't put it out. I respect Sharice 100%. I respect Luce 100%. I won't put it out, but just know it's there. It's facts. If it ever gets to the point where it gets serious enough, I'm sorry, I will put it out there. Okay. So boom. She does this, and then Sharice actually sends me text messages from Wack regarding the whole situation with him going live on exposures and him flipping out. Now, mind you, I've been telling people that is not about Sharice. Everything that he was hammering Sharice about, she didn't do none of that. It was me. Okay. He just didn't want to say my name. So I want you guys to take a quick look at some of these screenshots with Sharice Mills. This is Wack 100. These are the people who are filing false police reports on people. Okay. Basically saying people are threatening people, lying. Okay. R&B has the audacity to send a screenshot of a Nevada law when we all know the #1 call recording person in the fucking America, probably the whole wide world besides jail systems, is Wack 100. Kind of relate to being, the police, the police and the feds, they record all calls. Wack 100 records all calls. Okay. So this is the audacity of these people. You're in man shit. You think shit funny? You think people soft? No, people get hurt over this kind of shit. You don't know your place. Sharice responds, there you go, threatening again. Like, what is wrong with you, Wack 100? We can't move forward, like you keep going backwards. You won't stop, and it's getting worse and worse. Luce put me in this shit. I wish I did not have to do this. I really do. That ain't no threat. Wack and Luce, what people are going to get hurt. People will die, and that shit ain't no threat. You will be the start of it. I think on the next phone call. Oh yeah, this is where the GiGi stuff. Now remember, GiGi had claimed that she doesn't really deal with Wack like that. So when she put that screenshot up on her live, it pretty much confirmed that she does deal with Wack like that, and he sent her the screenshot, because this is the screenshot that she had up on her live, and it came from Wack. Okay. I think on the next phone call, you need to have a talk with Cannon and have someone else run this content shit, because I really am tired of all this. I am not trying to be with anyone, and truth be told, he has gotten me into so much bullshit with this ex bitch that is just crazy. Now, they ran with this on YouTube, even GiGi. Oh my God, Sharice is leaving Luce Cannon. That's not what this says. What this says is you guys have been spinning a narrative, and she's cleaning the narrative up. You guys have been saying she's had an ulterior motive the whole time, and she's saying, I'm not trying to be with someone else besides Cannon. Read between the lines, okay? But they ran with this, okay? This is what she's saying right here. You guys are spinning a narrative saying I'm with this trainer that y'all got from a video years before Cannon, and you guys are running around saying I'm cheating on my husband. I'm saying I don't want to be with someone else. Only Cannon is who she want to be with. But this is what they twisted up, ran with it on YouTube. She's leaving Luce Cannon. False. I'm not the start of anything, so please stop with the narrative. You keep jumping to conclusions when all it takes is a conversation if you're upset about something. Instead of doing that, you go AWOL. Yeah, well, since I'm the enemy, maybe I'll make her my friend. I'm a bitch, right? Shaking my head. Okay. So let's go up to the next one. He said you were texting him while you were in the movie. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he wants me to talk. I have no idea. Even Vlad was calling him. Nah, can't nobody force me to say shit I don't want to fucking say. But you don't respect me. So that's why I disrespect. You ain't called a hoodlum a bitch yet. Bingo. There it is there. Through this whole text message with her, she had not mentioned me one time. And who I've been telling you why Wack is doing what he's doing because of one individual is right there in the text message. Everything you see this dude doing is because of me. Once again, he has tried and he is continuing as of today to try to take me down. Okay. But noted, moving forward, I will not mention your name, or if asked, I will not say a word because I really am not trying to start no issues between you, Cannon. Like, come on already. Question marks. Why? Because that's your partner, right? Oh, this is going to lead to life in prison and death. All it's going to lead to. Okay. Now this man's talking out the side of his neck. Okay. You guys see this, right? This is Wack 100 texting Luce Cannon's wife, Sharice Mills. This is what he's saying to her. Behind closed doors, this is a whole different ball game. Okay. And, you know, today I woke up, I seen this. I said, okay, this is pretty much their narrative they're going to try to spin. But I don't know if he knew R&B had said something about reporting the phone calls. But of course, I don't think he did because they're dumb over there. Wack is dumb when he does the internet shit. He doesn't even know that R&B already exposed that she's going to be the one to report him. And they're going to try to make it look like, oh, they did it to their self because the call says it's being recorded. You know what I'm saying? This is what these people do. So not only that, right? I woke up to this. Now, it's nothing serious, but it only lets me know that he actually has people currently, as I speak, going through my Instagram and trying to find anything they can report my Instagram account for to get it taken. Okay. Now, sometimes I wouldn't say sometimes, majority of the times I am very careful about what I say because I know they're very strict on what you say. So I use emojis and certain other things to cover up certain words. Well, they went and found a comment. Now, mind you, this is from today. Okay. At 11:04 a.m. I will put it back up here with the date if you want me to. Okay. Put it back up here with the date if you want me to. Okay. They found a comment from months ago that says, I'm going to hit you when I'm done. Okay. Somebody went and reported that. Remember, I didn't say this today. This ain't like it was an auto-generated thing where they caught it. No, this was from months ago, meaning somebody from the 100 side, those dweebs over there, was sent to my account to find anything they can report. And they happen to find this comment right here. I'm going to hit you when I'm done. So what does Instagram do? Boom, restriction. You can't go live for 30 days. I'm like, well, that right there is not they reported it as violence and threatening. Another sign of Wack 100. Everything you guys keep saying I'm doing is threatening. You guys are giving yourself away. You have been using the threat tactic against me for the last week or two, Wack. So when you report this as a threat, it just lets me know it's somebody from your side. Okay. Now, mind you, I'm going to hit you when I'm done. So boom, I get the restriction. Boom. I hit the little button to counter it. They come back 5 minutes later and say, hey, we reviewed your comment, reposted it because it doesn't violate our standards and terms. They were so desperate to try to find anything. So when you only can find this right here, that lets me know that I'm pretty much clean because you tried to hit me saying, I'm going to hit you when I'm done. Basically saying I'm going to call you when I'm done as a way to try to say, hey, let's get him on this. Let's try to take down his Instagram as well. Wake up, you guys. Smell the coffee. Wack 100 is currently using the same thing he got on Big Meech about. Third party snitching. He is currently using that against me as we speak. One thing about me, I put facts on the screen. I'm not going to come on here and just talk. Their new way of doing things is to just get somebody on the screen and roll with what they say. And it's working in a way because you got those people who are gullible who just going to believe what the person is saying. I'm the type of individual, anybody has watched my lives, any of my videos, I am going to prove myself through and fucking through. Okay, that's just me. Now, mind you, I did watch one of Academics the videos, and he was basically reacting to one of the phone calls with Luce that was posted on their YouTube channel that was a response to Wack 100. And I do want to speak on this. I do want to react to this because I feel like, you know, with Wack controlling the narrative, it's a reason why Academics is saying certain things in this video. So I definitely want to get to this real quick before we get up out of here. And I would love for Act to reach out so he can get some of the answers he need, because as far as what I'm hearing, Wack is spinning the narrative and it's working because he has tried to cut IBM's line off being able to voice the truth. So let's get to this video. And I want to just start off at this part and we'll go from here. Just listen.
They ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it. Don't get caught with your drawers down. When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein's, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted at mall. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow and literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She work with the creep and the duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man fuck tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking jaws off.
You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking till you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take Duke to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with ya. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. It's try to put you on the menu. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you. Big business what I'm into. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When you get caught up, I hope them statements don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking, looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious, is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Had you on camera, hands up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, all talking this and that. How you calling niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock me calling hoes like, don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back. How you represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I would've signed to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you Suge Knight, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them drawers, nigga? Hella old and exposed, like come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Wack 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my lonely. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was flaunting. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pop shit, and that nip shit. It makes sense why you in Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Wack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fish burned or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga Wack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track.
Boy, don't get caught with your drawers down. They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Nigga in that puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga is Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa! With Spider Loke, Most Eastie, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's